This next song is titled Bookstore featuring BewhY. Have been waiting to see how the song would go. It's good to see that more hip-hop artists are working more with K-pop artists, and I feel like this needs to happen quite a bit more to fill that bridge and that ridiculous stereotype between fans who are really against Korean hip-hop or hip-hop fans that are really against K-pop. I personally, for me, I love them in each of their own ways, but sometimes when they come together, it's just a beautiful sight or thing to hear, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into this one. It's like a xylophone there. Very whimsical too with the ba 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 ba. Pretty playful in the delivery of his lines. Even if it's a book, it's just a few words. Commercial morality. Hate myself like that, I hate you, God. Wait a second. BewhY! Meeting you. Oh, that echo there. Open me so you can see me. Red. My yesterday's clothes became my sins? Wow. I love how these lyrics connect to the titling of this track, Bookstore. Very short track, about 2 minutes and 16 seconds long. I mean, I've been seeing sort of a trend here throughout some of these tracks, especially the featuring ones, is that the tracks are not that long. And as much, I know I would love to have some of these songs a little bit longer, but I understand why they are this short, or even crazy short, like 2 minutes and 16 seconds is just due to how the message is being put out, you know, simple and straightforward like that. MINO's vocals were great in this too. Like, his vocal technique was great in this. His flow was great in this. BewhY's flow was great in this, and BewhY, I could feel BewhY's influence so much in this track, really so much. I mean, his album where we had BewhY Gotta Sedate and all those tracks, how he has that cinematic take on his instrumentals that he produces, and this song felt very cinematic and sort of telling a story, but together, not like MINO's where it has one side, but together. MINO and BewhY hand in hand are together telling a story. And like I said, how playful it is in the delivery of the lines and the tropes. And I'd have to say the sort of very that instrument, that xylophone or vibraphone in the back, it just adds so much. That's, oh my goodness, my heart can't handle this. These songs are just way too good. Some of them being good, some of them are being like excellent. It's just something that I could consume and can see myself playing and playing without being so tired of it, or even going back on it and saying, hey, wow, it's been a minute with this track, I gotta listen to this more and pick it up again. Oh, that's always I find myself with Winner, MINO, and even BewhY. Let's just get into the next track now. So this next track, this second last track here, can't believe we're almost at the end. This track is titled Sunrise. Diggy and Kang Uk-jin worked on this, and Kang Uk-jin, if you guys are not familiar, is a YG in-house producer. Let's go.
Sunrise. Ooh, ooh, sunrise.
With the acoustic guitar and his vocals here. I already got chills. Only hangover remains in bed. What a sentimental song. Oh, wow. Just the rawness in his vocals. The strings. How did this song hit me right away? First couple seconds, you know, the lines of she is sunshine or sunrise, my rise, and with the acoustic guitar. What a beautiful song, guys. The vulnerability that I could sense and feel in his vocals throughout this song, and these are the types of songs that when I first hear it, I feel empty, and it makes me think of what is going on, or sometimes songs make me think of what has happened in the past, what I've gone through, or the events that have happened in the past, and thinking about Winner, thinking about MINO. A lot of you guys may know that we're not gonna have Winner together fully, all the members and all, as the members gotta enlist and all. And it's crazy to think of, but they gotta do what they gotta do, and all we can do is patiently wait, right? Wow. Nearing to the end of this album. Song that is much contrasting, I'd have to say, from the other songs, especially in terms of the lyrics, and showing another side to him that is very true to himself. And I really appreciate him for doing so, as not many artists can do it, as it is very hard to do so. Let's get into the final track, guys, and I'll wrap things up and let you guys know how I felt about this emotional roller coaster that I had with this full album by MINO. Let's just get into the next one. Alright, so this final track is titled Lost in a Crowd. Let's go.
립스틱과 수염을 그린 것 같아. 일주일이 아닌 수년 전의 향수에 취해버리고 멈춰. 제발 내 컨디션이 괜찮길 바래. 계산 왜 네가 해? Thank you.
Hope you're in a good shape tomorrow.
돌아온 방은 결계가 져있나 봐. 왜 또 사무쳐서 진지충으로 변해. 아쉬운 치기를 전혀 진해통 화기력에 남기고 눈싸움으로 저 보름달을
Loving the acoustic guitar work in this one as well.
뾰족한 말로 상처 준 그대일지라도
It very seems melancholy, I'd have to say, like bittersweet.
누구라도 그냥 남과 남으로 밤과
You can hear the threads of the guitar.
사람과 사랑으로 이유 없는 상실감을
Your love with people.
아리송하게 알다가도
Here comes his rap verses.
아이 컨택해 티키타카 주고받아 끝난 사이 같아. 그냥 써 Life is 막 어른다운 생각이란 걸 내게 잘 기다린다 말고 몰리는 온갖
Like adult.
리스트로 뜻하지 아야게 시도 없으면서 힘내라니 너나 들어 짠해 눈에 담긴 모든 것들이
Everything in my eyes cry.
마셔버렸네 오늘도 불투명한 내일보다 투명한 내일이 더 힘들어 비싼 자켓인데 왜 이렇게 추워 뒤지겠네 이 없는 상실감에 미치겠네
But why would it be so cold?
머리가 식힌 내를 내 멋대로 굴고 나쁜 눈을 해 반항심으로 채운 하루가 지면 자괴감을 덮죠 뾰족한 말로 상처 준 그대일지라도 둥글게 안아줄 수 있는데 아니 안아줘 누구라도 그냥 나
Yes. The do. Everyone has an empty space in the corner. It's true. Yes, nobody knows. So relatable. That is so extremely relatable, okay? Oh, man. And how it connects to the titling of Lost in the Crowd. Man, sometimes we feel like we are not a part of this community, like we're foreign or something. And at times, people just don't understand of our sense of loss, you know, whether it's a significant other one or something that happened in your life. They are not you. They cannot be in your shoes, and they have not experienced or went through what if you have went through, you know what I'm saying? All in all, this second full album, Take by MINO, is a masterpiece. It really is. This album is like a 10 out of 10 for me, I'd have to say. And sometimes I have concerns when it comes to full albums by any artist. And thinking back on his release of XX, his first full album, this one was way more experimental, and it shows a huge range of what MINO is really capable of, you know. And that limit just keeps on increasing, you know. There's no limit to him in terms of his creativity. And huge step up with the featurings and all. And the variety of stuff that we've gotten, you know. I feel like Lost in the Crowd was the perfect song to end it off, you know. Not too super slow, not too emotional, but it really ends off gradually like that when we start off. If we look in chronological order, Love and a Boy all the way to Lost in the Crowd, the order of all these tracks are just so good, you know. You have the highest of highs, the most crazy ones, and upbeat near the first half, and then later on it gradually goes down and down and down to Lost in the Crowd, you know. And a lot of these tracks have their own merits, I'd have to say. We got Love and a Boy that was super atmospheric and meaningful, you know, that I had to even pause. Okay Man, Bobby of Icon, what can I say? Mob just they do their own thing, you know. They know what they can do, and they do it really well, and I can't wait to see the live stage for that, whether it's on my own time, whether it's on my channel here. Do let me know, guys, if you want to see me check out their live performance. I'll probably do it if I do find the time. And then we have BewhY featuring Zion T. I really liked how Zion T shows more of his current experimental self in that one, and really switches up here and there in his flow, and gives a bit of his vocals. And lyrics wise, you guys know why. I know why this song is labeled 19 plus, of course. And then we have MINO and MINOI on I Want To. I Want To, loved how they were telling each other's part of this sides of the story of this love story and all. I'm feeling like the third person or the bandwagon to this sort of upcoming relationship. And then we got Daylight and Hop In, Ian Perp in the works, you know what I'm saying. But Hop In was crazy. It goes crazy. What a banger, you know. I feel like Hop In is one of my favorite tracks. And then we got Pow. Pow was an interesting one in terms of the chorus, how he inserted Pow, and how you know, Pow really works with the lyrics that he's trying to get at for the song. And then we have Click Han River View. Click / Han River View. the craziest switch up that I've ever heard in my life, and probably one of the best songs out there that has a crazy switch up and that works well. And then we have Bookstore featuring BewhY. I think there was a great balance between singing and rapping from MINO, and then we got full out BewhY to finish it off there, and how they're presenting a story or a message together hand in hand. Then we got Sunrise. Man, I got straight chills, straight goosebumps the first couple of seconds in that song, and my eyes started getting watery and teary and all. Then we had Lost in the Crowd to finish it off. Lost in the Crowd has the merit of how it's so bittersweet, and it's just the nice topping, the finisher to this album, I'd have to say, you know? But overall, I think obviously Runaway is still my favorite song on the album. Just because it's the title track, but what he has shown in that, and of course the MV. And then in no order, my favorites would be Okay Man featuring Bobby, of course. I really liked Wah. I really liked I Want To. I really liked Hop In featuring DPR Live, Click Han River View, Bookstore, Sunrise, Lost in the Crowd. Those I could see myself playing the most compared to the others that I have not listed out. But that doesn't mean those other ones are bad, you know what I'm saying? And it really goes to show you, and I'm pretty sure, I think you guys can feel the same way. You cannot pick an exact favorite. I cannot personally pick an exact number one favorite track on this album. But if we're talking about if I'm being super biased, Bobby, Okay Man. But I think it really depends on the mood sometimes of what song you feel like you need to listen to. I feel like Sunrise I can't listen to on repeat because that one's super raw and vulnerable and emotional and all. But if you got a song like Hop In, and then you got something like Okay Man, then I could listen to that a lot. And if I want something chill, laid back, relax, I want to bring up I Want To featuring MINO, or I would want to bring in something like Pow, Daylight, you know what I'm saying? And the variety of individuals he worked with, much respect. What a first listen, guys. This has to be one of my top 10 first listens so far that I have ever done on my channel here. And I don't know how many full albums I have done. I'm pretty sure not that many, because these take a long time to do so, and I love taking my time. But this is up there. Such a masterpiece. But let me know, guys, do you have any standout? Do you have any favorites? Or do you agree with me how difficult it is to choose an exact favorite on this song? And let me know your thoughts of each and every track if you come this far in this first listen from part 1 to part 2. 12 tracks, including the title track and all. MINO has done it again, and I can't wait, and I'm looking forward to that next album in the future, you know. Whether it's soon, whether it's later in the future, I will be patiently waiting. But this has been Garrison. Be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe if you really enjoyed this. And it just warms my heart being able to connect with you guys, whether it's talking about MINO, whether it's talking about Winner, whether it's talking about Icon, whether it's talking about Bobby. The list goes on, though. Have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon wherever you are, and I can't emphasize this enough throughout most of my videos. Be sure to educate yourselves of what is truly saddening and what's going on in the world right now. If you have not yet, be sure to. And peace.